This is a story about a man. This is a story of random violence and good times.
Okay. So I probably gotta talk loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, like a couple nights ago, the night before last, I went to the 500 Club with a couple friends and decided to have a few drinks. It's a bar on the Mission. And there, through I don't know how or why, I met this girl. A friend of mine said, cut the crap and why don't you just make out? So she says, all right, we'll just make out. So we make out, and we're making out and everything's great, and we hang out and drink, and she got pissed because I saw this other girl, and then we left. And the dudes pulled up and fucking jumped out of the car. Next thing I know, I was just getting socked in the face, looking at the guy like it's not gonna do me any good punching him. And I got socked a few times and fell, just covered my face, and they just kicked the shit out of me for a little while. It was good though, because I got to make out with the girl. I don't know. It's getting purple.
Okay. I'm gonna fade it out.
Okay. Fade. Fading fast.
I don't really remember how the whole living thing came up. We eventually, I got an apartment in the Mission, and he moved in with me. One day, went down to Guitar Center and bought a little white Fender guitar, one of those like $99 ones. And so that's what he'd do all day when I'd go to work, is he'd sit there and just noodle on the guitar. And every day I'd come home, he had only been playing like for like a week or two. And I came home one day and he had learned, he's like, Dave, check this out. And he had learned an entire Slayer song from start to finish in one day. Ethan's got just this really weird talent. When he applies himself to something, he's like the best at it, and he's completely natural, kind of like how he skates.
I was hanging out with Chris a lot, and we were getting way into this like homebrew recorded music and shit, and the whole Guided by Voices and Sebadoh deal.
Totally. I didn't even mention that. Yeah, we were making music primarily at the time. And so that was a huge inspiration for us. Like, we were just like, fuck it. Let's Bucket Brothers like it. Like, that was our little joke band. We were pressured to make a video, and it was like the winter time. It was like February. And there was all this pressure to follow up a visual sound. And Jason had like just recently left or told us he was leaving. And there was like a lot of pressure there for people, and he didn't really want to film a video part. And instead of like combusting, me and Ethan kind of looked at each other and were like, let's just have fun and go skating and put it out in a month and just like make the soundtrack and, you know, drink beer and bomb some hills. So, but I think it like people were expecting another visual sound, and that really bummed them out, some people, you know. But I think like 5-10 years later, like we all watched the video and like my friends will be like, dude, Tincan Folklore is rad. I used to say like Tincan Folklore was like taped together with masking tape. Like that's how we wanted it to feel though. It's like so sketchy. Like we did the music ourselves and filmed it in like a month, and it was just so budget. Like a visual sound, we had like a goal and a vision, and it was very like, we had something really big to say. And with Tincan Folklore, we had something to say, it was just not as big. It was more just like, hey, this is fun, this is skateboarding, here's us putting out a video. It was more messy, you know?
And so that was kind of the whole basis of that, like a 4-track skate video, you know, as represented in my in my part, which was me and Carney and Sean Young just like drunk off our asses at 3 in the afternoon playing Wizard of Oz theme.
You know, to me, the things that got me stoked on skateboarding are things that make me want to ride my skateboard. And like, I always kind of felt like to me, it's more the character behind it and the personalities and their style and the way they carry themselves on a board gets me way more stoked than technical videos that are competitive. It's interesting though, like the thing I always liked about Anti-Hero and Stereo was that very thing, that people would come up to me in bars and be like, dude, Stereo videos, you know, or the deluxe videos or Anti-Hero videos, they were so stoked because it made them want to skate, you know, and it made them, I think like Eastern Exposure videos and some of those videos did the same thing. Like anybody who's sitting on their couch can get up and be like, dude, Bobby Puleo found these amazing spots, or man, Ethan Fowler's got such good style, and like go skate their town handrail, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be perfect. I think it's more interesting to watch,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see what you're saying with like Gutted Voices.
Yeah, there's a whole,
What was the music? You made the music yourself?
just turn on the 4-track, stuck a mic in the room. It's like, all right, let's go.